I stood peering at the raw iron gates, patiently awaiting the arrival of our new guests. Scheduled for an appointment at 1 p.m., it was now 1:02 and they seemed to be running late. William Pike was referred to us by Dr. Leake. He was diagnosed with early onset retardation and was now showing signs of bipolar disorder. Sir Williams has displayed signs of unexplained mood swings, spouts of low self-esteem, depression, aggression, and unusual sleeping habits. I fear he may be a danger for himself or others, said Dr. Leake, as I made small talk with the guard about the Pike's blatant disregard for timeliness. Two large white colts carrying a black coach cart trampled up to the gate.
Ah, 113 right on time.
Pierre chuckled while staring at his butterscotch gold pocket watch. He and the other guards jumped into action and pried open the gates to let in our untimely guests. Pierre's chuckling was drowned out by the continued sound of the cart's wheels quaking on our disjointed cobblestone walkway. Meanwhile, I went over my spiel in my head verbatim as I had time and time again. The steeds entered, absolutely marvelous in their posture. Their coats were more lustrous than the pocket watch in Pierre's pocket. The cart came to a halt and the curtain swung open. The first of the Pikes appeared.
Hello, Mr. Pike, I presume?
A taller gentleman, well-groomed, in his mid to late 40s stepped out. He wore a black dress coat, sports cut, with a beige undershirt. A black bow tie with a black top hat completed the ensemble. Here was a man of handsome pedigree, if it were not for his protruding frown lines.
I apologize for the late arrival. I had an unexpected meeting with the Countess of Middlesex. Surely you understand, I am Anderson Pike, but you may call me Mr. Anderson, and this is my wife, Anastasia.
Please, Anna is fine,
spoke a soft voice. Slowly a woman stepped out. She could be no older than 30, though her half-hearted smile and reddened eyes made her look 10 years removed. Her matching beige dress and hat was of great contrast to her saddened and dreary look.
And this, of course, is William,
Anna said. She whispered it so softly that only the four of us could hear. William scurried out of the cart wearing a smile that only a boy of his age could sport. William could not have been older than 12 or 13 years of age. William sported bright white dress pants and blue buttons, a blue suede dress shirt, and a corresponding bow tie.
How do you do? I'm William.
Speak only when spoken to, boy.
Hello, I am Nurse Apricot.
I said, addressing myself to them all, but more specifically toward William.
I am the head nurse here at the Middlesex County Lunatic Asylum. As Pierre manages your bags, I will be taking you on an abbreviated tour of our fine institution here. William, I believe it is time to say goodbye to your ma and pa.
Mother and I said our goodbyes already, and Father is not much of a sentimentalist,
replied William as his parents boarded their carriage to depart.
Okay, well, follow me if you will. We are already running late as it is. Now, as you know, we are the largest institution of our kind in Great Britain. Finished in 1831, Middlesex County Lunatic Asylum was originally established by Dr. Spurzheim to house up to 600 of you crazies and 100 normal people. Now, 6 years later, we currently hold 850 lunatics and 102 staff members and nurses. Here in Middlesex, we take great pride in our patients' happiness and social assimilations. If you look at our garden on the left, you will see our gardening crew.
3 women could be seen rolling out beds of grass, all wearing off-white jumpsuits. They were covered from head to toe in dry dirt, mud, and another 2 women could be seen outfitted in the same attire on their hands and knees planting daffodils.
Why are they digging with wooden soup spoons?
All laboring here, including cooking, washing, tailoring, carpentering, and gardening, is done by the patients. Hopefully they remember to wash off their spoons by supper. Here we have the corridor. This institution is split up into 3 chambers. To the left, we have the women's chamber, and the men's chambers are on our right. Here at the corridor, the meals are prepared and served by the patient. An initial draft of stale meat, mildew, and alcohol hits William's nostrils. Expressions on his face brought on a resemblance akin to his mother's. Patients here are allotted 3 meals throughout the day. At 8 a.m., breakfast is served. The meal consists of a half a cup of tapioca pudding as well as 3/4 pint of beer. Those on a labor force receive a quart of beer and up to a half ounce of tobacco that is to be rationed throughout the week. As you noticed, all utensils here are made of wood to avoid dangerous altercations. We will have someone in your chambers to help you make yours shortly enough. Following breakfast, supper is served at 1. Supper contains of 4 ounces of bread and 3/4 pint of beer. A word of advice: dunk your bread in the beer before dining if you want to keep the remainder of your teeth. For dinner, yeast dumplings with treacle sauce and boiled beef or mutton with vegetables is served on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursdays. The vegetables may vary, as they are whatever the garden crew can muster the day before. On Monday, Wednesday, and Tuesdays, all the patients are served soup, made from the meat and ingredients left from the previous day. Lucky for you, it's Saturday, which is beef pie day. If we continue to our left here, we will come up to the woman's chamber shortly. You will obviously not be spending much time in here, so we will have to be quick. However, there is just someone I would like for you to meet before we continue to the men's chambers. Welcome to the women's chambers. I know the facilities may look a little harsh, but remember everything in here is for your safety. The darkened rooms, cell bars, lack of clean water, the shackles, and the shock chair, they are all here for your safety. Just remind yourself of that.
Pew, what's that smell? That's not beef pies, is it?
Asked William, grimacing.
Oh, but you are not far off. Her cell is right up here. Hello, Lola. How are you feeling today?
Is she dead? She looks dead.
No, but once again, you are not far off. Lola has been here 8 years, far longer than any other patient here.
Lola sat in a dark cell lit only by what little sunlight can elude the tightly arranged bars lining her cell window. A dark green, possibly even gray haze of visible stench circulates her confinement. The origin of the haze coming from the gangrene outlining the cuffs embedded in her wrists and ankles, causing her hands and feet to be swollen, blackened, and blistering in appearance. Perhaps the haze originates from the yellow pustules proliferating on her face, some bursting open, releasing the repugnant yellow and green clumpy contents down her face and into her hair. The tattered jumpsuit she wore, or more accurately once wore, resembled a pile of used toilet tissue.
How could she have been here for 8 years?
Her name is Lola Spertzem. This is or was Dr. Spertzem's first daughter. There have been plenty of Lolas around Middlesex. None have made it this far. I only show you this to tell you that it's best not to fight the guards or doctors. Take whatever pills you are given and accept whatever treatments the doctors offer you. If you choose not to be cooperative, you may find yourself in the same predicament as Lola. Now we move on to our last stop, the men's confinement cells. Follow me this way.
Where is everyone?
As of now, it is laboring hours. Your arrival was later than anticipated, so you missed your training. You have been assigned to the basket assembling platoon. A staff member will be by your chamber shortly to get you accustomed to your new assignment. Here we are, William. Home sweet home. Splendid. Your bads are already here as well. Do you have any other questions before I go?
Yes, Nurse Apricot. Where is my bed?
The doctors have established that beds are bad for a patient's back, and not to mention the wasted additional expense, so instead we have provided these sturdy iron bed frames.
Also, I believe my jewelry box is missing from my bags. Perhaps it was dropped.
Do not fret, William. Pierre has taken care of all of your fine jewelry and expensive assets and will relinquish them upon your recovery and emancipation. They will be of no use to you in here.
How long will my stay be here?
I sense your discomfort, William. For someone in your condition, an estimate may be difficult to come by. If the doctors deem you as another incurable, you will stay here may be indefinite.
William was 12, but his disheartened smile and blotchy eyes made him look 5 years juvenile. Just then the cell door opened, rusted hinges screeching the whole way around. An older gentleman of short stature entered. At first appearance, he looked to be in his early 60s and sheathed in wrinkles. The older gentleman sported a full head of pearlescent white hair and white stubble.
Well, hello, doctor. What are you doing here?
Pulling handcuffs out of his white lab coat, he replied,
I'm here to fix my next patient.
Dr. Sperzenheim?
William read off of his lab coat.
You best only speak when spoken to, boy, and wipe that childish grin off your face.